Get started. Fuck it. Let's get started. 6:31. Here we go. Hello, everyone. My name is Julian. I'm here to do live discussion number 2. I wanted to talk about a couple things, just to give an update. You know, it's been a while since I've done a video, and yeah. So I just wanted to talk about old reviews, lost reviews, things that I never reviewed. Starting off with Linkin Park. So this is almost like an official review, but not really. These are for people who like missed or wanted this review and I never did it. So this is kind of my way of doing it quicker and condensed. So people who care and watch my show and they wanted to know my opinion, I'm kind of gonna go ahead and give it to you guys here. So stay with me here. Starting off with Linkin Park, The Hunting Party. I thought this was a great comeback for Linkin Park, honestly. I liked it way more than Living Things by like a lot. By the way, I'm gonna be looking at both screens here, but I liked Hunting Party a lot. It had a lot of heavy elements. It wasn't a heavy album or, you know, something that goes back to the roots. It was just another sound for Linkin Park, to be honest with you, more raw sound, if I could be honest. You know, they took a lot of layers from their music, from their songs, and delivered something that I feel like it's a middle ground between like old school Linkin Park fans and, you know, people who started following them around Minutes to Midnight thanks to their exposure with Transformers. You know, you have your opinion on that, but this album was great. Overall, there's a lot more good songs than the bad ones, you know. So I would give this album, to be honest with you, an 8 out of 10. I would recommend this to anyone who gave up hope on Linkin Park for sure. Yes, there are the songs like Until It's Gone that are just, it's catchy for sure. I mean, I like the song, but it doesn't bring anything new to the table. It's not substantial. And I don't think Linkin Park's ever going to go back. So good for them for being able to find the new sound that they can work with and move forward. I love the addition of featuring artists to kind of give them like a fresh perspective on things, maybe some inspiration here and there. So that was really cool. 8 out of 10. I just whipped that out of my ass too. But I mean, thinking about it, I really like it a lot. Moving on to Mastodon, Once Round the Sun. Mastodon is considered to be probably the most mainstream metal band that I can think of, to be honest, like heavy metal band. I could be wrong. I'm not really a diehard Mastodon fan or Mastodon fan or anything like that. You know, I was like, fuck it, let me listen to Mastodon. I kind of want to get into them. I want to get into, you know, other genres of music, and Mastodon happened to be the one that was coming out with an album, you know, and the singles were pretty fucking good. I could hear them and understand them, you know, something that I tried before with their previous album. And I don't know, it just didn't work out when I was trying to go back to their earlier works. But my second attempt at liking Mastodon led me to eventually accept their vocals, their sound, their type of playing. So, you know, I eventually ended up getting Mastodon's remastered, in Oxblood Red, and I'll show that to you guys real quick here. I'll do an unboxing. Fuck it, I'll do an unboxing when I have time. This is beautiful artwork, by the way. I won't show it here. You know, probably not gonna be able to see it well, so I'll just do a separate unboxing for that. Like, if you want to see an unboxing of this, but just beautiful red. Can you see that? No one's watching. No one. There it is. That's really cool stuff. Their side D is actually just a design. They don't have anything on that side because, you know, it's just extra space. So I don't know if you can see that. Maybe if I just shine the light just quite right, you can sort of see it there. Oh, you won't be able to see it in that camera. But yeah, I ended up getting this album because it was cheap. It was a reissue. 2, the artwork is fucking beautiful. I mean, damn. and I'm a sucker for artwork. So I ended up getting this, listening, through it, and I'm still not like, oh my god, Mastodon, but I can get with this, and this, I feel like this is just a door towards, liking other heavier bands. I'm starting to like not mind the screaming too much, the growling, and so Mastodon, Remission. Then I listened to Leviathan, love that too. Blood Mountain, I'm just getting more into them, I'm accepting them, and so I think that's really cool, and I ended up getting that. So if you want an unboxing of that with detailed video of the artwork and shit. So that's Mastodon. Once More on the Sun happened to be super enjoyable for me. It got a lot of double-sided reviews. Some people were like, what the fuck, they dropped their balls. They're no longer heavy, which is, not really completely true. They're heavy, but they're not Remission heavy. Plus, the quality of sound between Remission and like Once More on the Sun, I mean, their production value just went whoop, out the window. It sounds professional, unlike Remission, that it was raw, and that adds to the heaviness, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm not in any position yet to say anything about Mastodon. I mean, I came in as a fan of their latest album, so it's like me coming in as a fan of the newest Linkin Park. Well, I mean, at least the Living Things Linkin Park. I'm like, oh yeah, I'd rather have this Linkin Park than the older Linkin Park. Does that make sense? Like, I'm coming in at a specific time period of that band's life. That's when I like them. I prefer Once More on the Sun over Remission, but I can appreciate, what Remission brought to the table. I hope I'm not confusing anyone by that. But yeah, so Mastodon, Once More on the Sun, fucking 7.5 out of 10. I kept a lot of their songs on replay, I mean, the only reason it's a 7.5 is because I was looking to get into heavy metal type deal, and I feel like they're never going to go back to that, and I'm not going to be able to really get that. But I thoroughly enjoy being able to sing along, to understand the lyrics, and every once in a while get really, really nice heavy riffs here and there. I don't know, I enjoy the newest album a lot. 7.5 out of 10. It was great. What do you guys think? Let me know. The reception that Once More on the Sun got was, pretty good, according to some review scores from other like websites like AllMusic. Give it a 4 out of 5. Pitchfork gave it, what the fuck is that, 10 stars? Maybe like a 7.5 too. I think 7.5. Yeah. And then another one gave it a 4.1 out of 5. So I mean, take it or leave it type deal. They're changing. It's natural. Moving on. Nothing More. This band is actually I did an unboxing. You should check that out. Nothing More, self-titled. This was more of like, I was looking through Amazon, seeing what new albums were coming out from random bands. I've never heard of Nevermore ever in my fucking life. And I heard their single Jenny. And I thoroughly enjoyed. That's when I was liking Pierce the Veil type deal, and I was just like, let me listen to something like Pierce the Veil. And Nothing More kind of came close, I guess. They're not really super similar, but there's a lot of elements that I can see that both bands have, And so anyway, I listened to Jenny. I really liked it. I was like, I'm gonna give them a chance, and I did that. When I first heard it through, and I was like, oh, it's okay. It's kind of like the same shit over throughout the whole album. But after listening to it multiple times, I was able to, differentiate each song, which is something you have to do. A lot of the structure of Nothing More songs are similar to something like Pierce the Veil, where, like the beginning's kind of slow, and then, the double pedal here and there, and then the breakdown, and then the screaming. So it's like that with Nothing More when you look at it through the surface, I guess. But once you dive deep in there, sorry about that. No one ever is listening. Sorry the video cut off. So yeah. Once you dive deep into the album and you're able to separate each track, then you start getting used to the lyrics and you start singing along, and then you can really appreciate the small little details in each song. Again, I thoroughly enjoy Jenny. I thoroughly enjoy Sex and Lies, I think. And it sounds like a generic name, and it is a generic name. But it's a good song, nonetheless. It took me a while to get used to the song First Punch, I think is what it's called. I hated it at the beginning, and it really made me, like, not care for the rest of the album. But, you know, those are the catchy songs that you eventually like, and you like them. So I really like that album a lot. If it wasn't for the fact that together as a whole, it's like 14 fucking songs, 14 or 15 fucking songs in one album. And the structure is too similar to the point where listening through it is a bit daunting. If it wasn't for the fact that the songs are good, I would have hated this album, you know, but you get used to them, and then eventually you start appreciating them. And so because of that, I give this album an 8 out of 10. It could have been better, you know, each song on its own stands pretty fucking tall. But as a collective, it was, you know, not innovative. There was, you know, your slow songs and stuff, but anyway, overall, that's what I give it. Moving on, Seether, Isolate and Medicate. I got this on vinyl. I don't think I ever did an unboxing for this, but there it is. Not really a vinyl worthy album because of, you know, production. The way they recorded things, you know, I don't think it was really all analog and stuff. And so, you know, you can get this through Spotify, CD. CD probably be the best choice to get this album. But artwork, I really, 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 really like this artwork. There's really not an unboxing to do. It's just one slit here where, you know, it's not worth it. But really cool stuff. So let me talk about the album. I remember when I started this channel, you know, post-grunge was like the main focus of the channel. You know, bands like Seether were definitely on there. But as I guess as I grew out of that genre. It's very depressing, and I enjoy listening to it every once in a while, and I still listen to it. I mean, Seether's one of the major bands on my playlist, my everyday playlist. But it is a very depressing type of music, type of music to listen to post-grunge. You know, it's either super heavy to the point of like, okay, you know, just bunch of power chords type shit, or super emotional, like sometimes Seether does. And sometimes you don't want to just listen to all that. I used to want to listen to all that back in the day all the time, but not anymore. But again, Seether is still one of the best ones, one of the best bands, and they helped me through a lot when I was in middle school and in high school. So they still have a special spot in my heart. Now I do want to go over a couple of things because, you know, if I would have done a review, I would have gone very in depth with this. They said that their last album, Holding On to Strings, Better Left to Fray, and their greatest hits was like a goodbye to Seether, a goodbye to old Seether. I don't know what that means, to be honest with you, but they're saying, there's kind of like a defense mechanism saying like, hey, if we sound different, it's because we told you we're going to change. We're a totally new band now. You know, we don't take ourselves so seriously. And that's part of the whole getting over your problems. You already sang about them. You're already done talking about them. You know, it's kind of redundant and not fun anymore, you know, singing and making music like that. So I can see why they said that. It's kind of a defense mechanism. Of course, their label and their fans and they themselves are not going to let, you know, the core of Seether go, which is like still making, you know, post-grunge music. But they're not taking themselves too seriously. And they're starting to sway to those like topics that are too general to be intimate. Does that make sense? Like world problems, war, you know, pollution, politics. I'm not saying that's what they're singing about, but, you know, the song World is Weapons. World of Weapons? World is Weapons? World is Weapons? Weapons? Blah, blah, blah. Words is weapons. Words. You know, stuff like that. I don't know. It's not personal. I don't feel it. I don't feel like I used to feel it with songs like Broken. Gasoline, you know, stuff that you're like, fuck, that's awesome. So if they continue to do this, they're just slowly going to drop in interest, because a lot of bands already do this and some do it even better, you know. So it took me a while to like this album, to be honest with you. Just recently I listened to it again all the way through, and, you know, after previously having heard it. I remember some of the tracks, and I was like, oh, I remember, started, tapping my foot right along and singing along. And so they stuck with me, and I added them to my playlist. And some of them were just catchy as fuck. Just take away the Seether name. I that's what I did. This, the last time I heard this album, I just forgot they were Seether, and I just listened to the music. And it made me see the song Same Damn Life in another light, because it's a song that it's like a cover or remix of I'm Gonna Get You One Way or Another, I'm Gonna Find You, I'm Gonna Get You, blah blah blah. I think it's the Same Damn Life. Yeah, I think it's that song. So it's a fun song, not really Seether-ish. They always do their fun songs. I mean, Seether, they're what would you call that, kind of like Fake It and country song, yeah, like country song, where it's just like they're making fun of themselves, so that's cool. They're having fun, and Same Damn Life is just like that. So at first I was like, oh god, what the fuck's Seether, but then I started liking it, and fuck it, it's a great song, very fucking catchy. Other than that, the songs are good, nothing too special, to be honest with you. Word is Weapons, it's okay. See You at the Bottom, again, just your average Seether, just new songs. I mean, so it's cool, but nothing reinventing the wheel. Suffer It All, nice and heavy. I like that. That was interesting. I really like the beat, not something that anyone can just swallow. Be like, oh yeah, I like this song. It has a nice, catchy, mainstream beat. Suffer It All is interesting, and tip of the hat to Seether for that. But yeah, the rest of the album, just basic Seether. Good solid album. I would give it a 6 out of 10. I kept a lot of the songs. I really like it. I feel like fans who love Seether, or the younger audience who love Seether, they would give it a much higher score for sure, and I can see that. But I've been listening to Seether a while, and I kind of moved out of that stage, and I'm looking for something else in post grunge bands. So anyway, 6 out of 10. Let me know what you guys thought of it. Right. Moving on, Maroon 5. Maroon 5. Okay. So I'm not reviewing their latest album. I'm not talking about it. I didn't even purchase it, and I just want to show you guys something. I'm a Maroon 5 fan. It's not bullshit. I'll show you in a second. And even to Careless Flowers, I think is what they were called before calling themselves Maroon 5. But anyway, songs about Jane. It won't be soon. It won't be soon before long. Right here. Hands All Over. Overexposed. And no 5. Why? Because I listened to 5. I didn't even pre-order it. I just listened to the singles, and I thought they were good, but they're, I don't know, they're just not. It wasn't even good mainstream music, to be honest with you. It wasn't even that, like, Overexposed was fucking a change from Maroon 5, drastic change in a new direction. But I was able to enjoy this as an album quite a lot, But 5 doesn't feel that way. It just is. It's a mediocre mainstream album from Maroon 5. And Maroon 5 is one of those bands that gets like a protection from me, because they're the mainstream band of the ages, or the time periods, or whatever you want to call it. Like, they move with the music, with the industry. So I don't ever expect them to stay the same. I don't ever expect them to sound, so hardcore to their roots. I expect them to change and move with the fucking flow, So once I saw this, I was like, oh, okay, cool. They're moving with the flow. And then the newest album incorporates more electronic music. I don't even know what the fuck the artist, the whole band, like the bassist type shit, guitars, I don't know what they do anymore with all this electronic shit going around in their music. But that aside, I don't think I'm going to purchase any more Maroon 5 albums or review them, because, they're a popular band and fans will eat me up if I talk negatively of them and their future endeavors. So I mean, I wish them luck, but if they don't innovate a little bit more with their mainstream shit, they're gonna become, extinct or old news. I'm sure we're still gonna hear from Maroon 5 10 years down the road type shit, but they're not not gonna say relevant for too long, I don't think. But they were one of those bands that were able to morph and change and adapt with time. Starting as a rock band, mainstream pop rock band, you know, same shit here. Adding a little bit of electronic element here, you know, completely just incorporating a lot of electronic elements. And now we have songs like Animal and what's the name of another song from the new album? And I heard it once. There's singles I've heard multiple times. Let's see, Maroon 5. Maps, that was a fucking great track. Not gonna lie, I enjoyed Maps a lot. Animals, no. It was Always You, great song. In Your Pocket, pretty catchy. But that's it. I don't care about the rest. That's pretty simple. I'm not gonna review it because I didn't listen to it enough times to even for me to even accept it being like a good album, or if it sank into me, or, you know, I didn't even give it a chance, honestly. And so that's why I'm not gonna give it a review. But I just wanted to let you guys know that Maroon 5 is out of my system when it comes to buying albums. You know, these are classics. These fuckers are crazy classics. But I don't think this one's gonna make it into the classics list because I don't think this one's gonna become a classic because I didn't listen to it enough. There's Payphone, One More Night. What are the ones? Love Somebody, Beautiful Goodbye, and yeah, you know, there's good tracks, but it's not like this one, where even though at the time I was like, oh, what happened, Maroon 5? I listened to it multiple times and I fucking know every song. Where these two are, it's just like, fuck, you know. And they're still a great band. They're still very successful. They're smart musicians, for sure. Don't get me wrong. Ew, gross. Moving on. So vinyls I've purchased, you know, you saw that I purchased Mastodon, Remission, Oxblood Red. There was another one. I didn't get that one. I think it was like Splatter something. I don't know what it was. Don't forget, for future discussions, to send a question in, you know. What do you want me to talk about in the next discussion? It's a good thing to know. Hashtag revivification, you know. But yeah, I also purchased, other than, you know, Seether as well, Metallica is reissuing all their albums on vinyl, all of them. That's nice. And it's funny because I just got the vinyl a couple of months ago, and I was like, fuck, man, I would love to listen to some Metallica on fucking vinyl, you know. And then I saw that they were releasing all of them again. I was like, fuck, like, I'm getting them all. So I didn't get them all. I only got the Black Album, Master of Puppets, Ride the Lightning, Kill 'Em All, and that's it. Yes, that's it. I was gonna get Injustice for All, but money in, you know, I don't want to get into like this hate argument type deal, but I only think one is the only good song. I mean, there's other good songs there, but I mean, one is the one that's like, damn, it's the one, you know. Other than that, the Black Album and Master of Puppets and Ride the Lightning, like, whew. And then I got Kill 'Em All because, you know, it's their first album, and I just want to hear that time period again. I don't know if they're remastered or not. I think they might be remastered. I don't know. I didn't get Saint Anger. I didn't get Reload or Load or anything after fucking Master of Puppets or Injustice for All. Fuck that. I know that Metallica's Death Magnetic, which is, you know, the first Metallica album I bought. I mean, I've been listening to Metallica since I was like fucking 4, but the first album that I bought from Metallica was Death Magnetic, and I know that album back and forth. You know, I love that album. I think it's one of their best ones. But it's not vinyl material. Like Seether is not vinyl material. The way it was recorded and mixed is just not. I'm not looking for it. But it's a great album. Shit, man, I fucking love Death Magnetic. Anyway, I got that. Master Puppets isn't coming in, but I will have Ride the Lightning and Kill 'Em All tomorrow, Tuesday. So stay tuned for that. I might do an unboxing. The next thing I want to talk about is it's recording live concerts. This is almost like a vlog question, but I'm doing it in a discussion because why the fuck not? Yeah, live recordings. Do you record people when you go see them live, or do you just sit there and watch and enjoy and you become part of the crowd, in the moment type deal? What do you do? Because the singer from Hurt, or actually I don't know who really posted this, but the band Hurt got on Facebook and spoke out about Geoff Tate, or Geoff Tate, I don't know his fucking name. He grabbed a person, a fan's phone from him, like fucking snatched it and then threw it into the crowd. And it's something that I've thought of before, I don't know if I've talked about it in this channel, but I know that I've seen this shit before with Marilyn Manson. I was watching this YouTube video, and the dude just fucking grabbed it, sang to it, and then was like, boop, and just fucking threw it in the crowd. What the fuck? And so reading this again makes me just think like, fuck, who's right, who's wrong? And there really is no answer. There's just like valid arguments on both fucking sides. But the reason I bring it up is because I was recording Hurt at one of the bands, and he grabbed my phone, and I was so scared because I don't know. I know he grabbed phones before and then just recorded himself in the crowd and then gave it back. But after watching that Marilyn Manson video, I was like, well, fuck, And part of me wanted him to grab my phone, and the other part of me was scared of what could happen. But yeah, he did that, and I really appreciated that, And this is one of the reasons why I like Hurt so much, because not only are they not super known and makes the live experience much more intimate, but because they're super solid band as a group, they're really cool guys, and one of those few bands that still stick to their original issues and beliefs. They don't sell out type deal. They don't mind touring and making less than other artists. They just do it for the music and because they love it, and so that's really cool of them. And I found out about them through piracy, through YouTube videos. I listened to them fucking on YouTube, and I was like, okay, that's kind of cool, and then it led me to pirate their albums, which led me to love their albums, which led me to buy all their albums and go to their shows. All that because people recorded live shows, and that's one of the pros for recording live shows. The other pro is that for an audience member like me, I want to keep those memories. What if I fucking didn't take out my phone and didn't record Jay? He would have not grabbed my phone, and I would have never had a video so fucking awesome, And I don't know how you guys record other artists when you're at a concert. If you go like that and you look at the screen trying to look at them, because fuck that. Just try to stabilize it and then partake in the experience. But I record maybe a song, maybe a song or two, and not even all the way through, because I'm out of the experience. I don't like that shit. At the Hurt concert, I recorded every fucking song. I'm not even gonna lie. But recently, like at Coheed concerts, I record maybe 2-3 things. 3 minutes of a song that's like 7 fucking minutes, and then shut that shit off so I can join the crowd and crowd surf and fucking mosh. The fuck, I'm there for that. And so I do like having my memories, because I didn't record one of their concerts and I fucking regret it, like to death. I don't have anything. It's all in my memory, and my memory is slowly degrading. I don't even know what the fuck happened. I just know it was great. So I can see why recording is awesome. And now the cons to that would be people who are behind you. All they see is a fucking sea of phones. And I know that because I've been at a concert with someone who's twice my fucking size in my fucking way with a phone. And so I get it for people who don't care about having memories, and they kind of just want to live in the moment, and if they forget type deal. But it's exposure, which is positive for the band. It's important for self-belonging, when you have a video and you can share with friends and kind of talk about it and reminisce on great memories. It's you get to belong somewhere, and it promotes that, being able to put it on YouTube and have other people comment on it, again, it just promotes that community, that fandom that you have towards a band. And so this person fucking threw the kid's phone, or the female, whoever it was. It doesn't matter. That's fucked up. They shouldn't have any right to do shit like that. You know? It is something that really pissed me off when I saw Marilyn Manson do it, and he kind of just degraded my image of him. And with this person, I don't really know who Geoff Tate is. Maybe I do. But yeah, that was fucked up. What is that person? Like, he lost a phone. That phone probably got fucking destroyed. And so, I don't think artists should do that. They should just ask to please put your phones away. It's an intimate experience. You really lose out when you're looking at a phone. It's awkward for the artist, as Jay explained, the singer from Hurt, to sing at people who are looking at their phones, you know? And he explained it like this: try talking to someone who's holding a phone and looking at the phone. It's weird. And it's a personal song they're singing, and people are just looking at screens. So I can see it both ways. There's really no winning to this argument. It's just what you prefer. I wouldn't want an artist to be like, you can't record. You know, that would suck. What I would like, with one person said this, but it's expensive, is to have their concerts recorded. And that's what happened with one of the Coheed concerts. The person told me, yeah, this is going to be recorded. And I was like, fuck yeah, fuck whipping out my phone. I paid for a little card, and all they gave me was downloads of the audio of the concert. No video. And there's millions of videos on YouTube, yes, but I wanted my own. You know, I wanted to hear myself sing in the background and the moment, but I never will. And so if artists recorded themselves, that would be fucking sweet. That'd be pretty awesome, not gonna lie. But it's expensive. And so that would be one solution. You don't have to record it anymore, you know. There's other millions of reasons, but I just wanted to point that out and ask you guys, what do you think? You know, what do you think on that? Do you record? Do you not record? I'm running out of water here. Hashtag reviewfication. Send in your questions, god damn it. That was me. So, yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave you here. Feel like this video is fucking long. It's an hour. It's been an hour. Damn. It's the longest video I've done. Coheed in Cambria tonight, live at 10 p.m. Eastern. I think now they're playing Pacific. So I don't know how that fucking works out. But I'm gonna be there. Tweet at me. Fuck, I don't know how to use Twitter. You know, message me or something. We can talk about it if you care about Coheed. If you don't, that's cool. That's cool too. Let me know what you think on The Hunting Party, Once More Around the Sun, self-titled from Nothing More. You should really listen to Nothing More. Please give them a chance. And give me your opinion, because shit, I want to know. Seether, Isolate and Medicate. It's an album that can grow on you. It's average. Seether music, not bad, not great. Not like, you know, innovative and shit. But it's a good Seether album. It's another solid release. And then, you know, your opinions on Maroon 5. I don't think my audience really cares for Maroon 5, to be honest with you. But I had reviewed them in the past, so, you know. But this video is more for those hardcore fans that legit comment on almost all my videos. They follow me. And this is sort of like a thank you as well, because, shit, if you're still watching this video, damn. But it's also, yeah, it's like a thank you for commenting. And I know I posted a video apologizing again for disappearing, and not a lot of people, you know, gave me the same feedback that I got previously, and I understand that that's completely fine, because I can't keep doing that shit, you know. But thank you either way for sticking around. Thank you so much for watching. I'll record my review of Counting Crows pretty soon, hopefully, maybe tomorrow. But yeah, stay tuned.